Are you still making mana like this? Chopping down trees, burning the logs for charcoal, and then using ender flames to produce mana with the charcoal? Yes, me too. Well, you know what? I can think of a better way, and in this episode, that is what we're going to do. Hello everyone, my name is Endevar, and welcome back to another episode of Botania Garden of Glass. Okay, so it has been a while. I haven't been in this world for quite some time now, and I've just been having a quick look around, trying to reaccustom myself with everything, and yeah, we've done alright so far, but you know what? We've still got a lot more to do. So today, I really want to beef up the mana production, because this is alright, they work fairly well, but it's just the chopping down the trees and the burning the charcoal, and it's just a bit of a palaver, to be honest. What I've been doing, I've been chopping down a few trees just to keep it going for a little bit, and I had a little mishap. When I was recording that intro, I had 33 levels. As you'll see now, I don't. I only have 5. So yeah, I dug through here, and luckily we have the GraveStone Mod installed, so I managed to get all my stuff back. But you know, it's still a bit of a pain because I was hoping to do some enchanting sometime soon, so I'll have to get my levels back up again. Right, so what we're going to do is, just to start off, we're going to have a little tour of the world. Not that there's much of it to show, but it's, for me, more than anything, just so I can remember where everything is. This is the spawn point, right here. This is the centre of the world. And what I've done, I've gone out in each direction, just made this little circle here, and then we're going to have things going off in each direction with all like the machines and automated setups that we're going to have. So over here, we've just got trees at the moment, and it's a bit of a death trap because there's nothing below it. At this side, we have the animals. So at the moment, we have chickens, I think there's rabbits in that one, and then we've got sheep and cows, standard stuff. And then over this side, I can't go this way because I have a mob farm down at the bottom at Y0. So if I was to build anything this way and went over that bit, then it would reduce the effectiveness of that mob farm. And then over here, nothing there as well. So just now, I've just planted all these carrots, because I think what I'm going to do is have all of these for crop farm. So we'll probably put potatoes here, and then maybe beetroot here, unless I think something else. Maybe netherwort, I could do that. And then all of this needs moving as well, just so we can have this as just like a nice central area. And then we've got our botaniary stuff over here. So we've got the runic altar and the petal apothecary, and then storage. Yeah, I know this is not fancy, and it's a bit in the way, so I need to get rid of that. Then down here, we have a few furnaces for cooking charcoal, which is always exciting. And then nether portal, bit of netherwort there. And then over here, we have our automated stone generator. So this, I've got 9 stacks in there at the moment, so that's pretty good. Then if we just go down here, we will get to the mob farm. So we can just drop down and catch ourselves before we drop. And then over here, we have an automated mob farm, but unfortunately, this runs on mana as well. And because we're running solo, because I can't be bothered to chop down trees, this isn't working at the minute. But when there's mana in there, it does work very, very well. So, what is the plan for getting some more mana? And the answer to that is slime. Slime is going to be the thing that's going to get us an absolute ton of mana. What we need for that, obviously, is a slime chunk. Now, in Botania, we do have a really good way of doing that, but unfortunately, I'm jumping the gun a bit. So, what I'm talking about is this thing called a slime in a bottle. And what this can do is, if you hold it in your hand, it'll tell you if you're in a slime chunk or not. There's a little animation of a slime inside it, and it'll jump up and down if you're in a slime chunk. Now, unfortunately, I can't do this yet, because I need elementium ingots and alpha glass, and both of which you get from Elven Trade. And we haven't done this yet, so I probably should do this first, to be honest, but you know what? Everything else I need today, I don't need to do Elven Trade first. So we're going to skip this, and we'll get back to this another time, because obviously it's essential for some other stuff. But what we actually want today is this flower called the Narslimmus, or Narslimmus, whatever, however you say it. This thing kills slimes and turns it into mana. Now, because we're in a skyblock world, void world, we're going to be able to create an absolutely crazy slime farm, and these things will kill the slimes instantly and turn them into mana, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. We're probably going to struggle to move the mana fast enough. So the first thing we need to do, since we don't have a slime in a bottle, is find a slime chunk. So I'm going to spend a bit of time doing that, and hopefully it shouldn't take me too long, and we can get on with building this thing. Okay, so that didn't take too long at all, and I think I've been very lucky here. So all I did, I turned on the chunk borders, as you can see here, and I just started branching out, and I've tried to cover as many as I can. So once I crossed over into a chunk, I just went sideways just to cover as much as I could, and then I was seeing them spawn here and here, so I wasn't sure which one they were in. So I built up a small little platform in both, and it turns out that both of these our slime chunks. So we have a double slime chunk straight away, which that is so good. Now, when I'm in vanilla, I'm not a fan of more than single slime chunks because they're just not as efficient. Because if you imagine that a slime spawns at this end here, what slimes do, they just pick a random direction and go in that way, unless you use the iron golems. That can help. But if you're not using the iron golem, what could potentially happen is if it spawns here, it could just pick this direction and go all the way that way until it falls into the trap that you've set for it. But we're not playing vanilla Minecraft. We are playing with Botania, and this flower that we're going to use will kill the slimes instantly. So I think a double might be a good way to go. So what I need to do now is get these platforms built, and then we can get on with actually killing these things. So let me go grab some blocks and we'll get on with it. Okay, so I have got that platform built and I think it's working. Look at that. This is what I love about playing in Skyblock Worlds, because mob farms are so easy. All I've done is lay out the platform for those 2 slime chunks and there we go, instant slime farm. And obviously I did have to kill a few of them while I was doing that, which did come in handy because I'm going to need these to craft the flower that we're going to use. Right, so let's have a look at trying to do this. What we need is this one, the Narslimmus. So let's see what we need for this. It's pretty straightforward, just a few petals. So we've got the lime green, green and black, that's easy to do. The rune of water, that's fine, we have done this one before, and we may even have a few kicking around, so I'll have a look for that. And the other thing is the rune of summer, and we haven't done this one yet, but this one is a little bit more complicated because you need to do some other runes first. So this is the one that we need the slime for. We've already got melon slices and sand. I think we can do that because we can actually use the pure daisy to turn soul sand into sand, which we may need to do because I don't think we've got any sand at the minute. And is that all the soul sand we've got? Right, I think I'm going to need to have a trip to the nether, but let's just put this there for now, see how we get on. Okay, so that's it for all of that, and then I also need the Rune of Earth and Rune of Air, and I think we've done both of these before as well. So yeah, Rune of Earth, that's fine, and the Rune of Air, yeah, this is what the one where we need to get all the chickens, wasn't it? So we've definitely done this one before as well. Right, so let me try and get some of this stuff together, and we'll try and get it done. Okay, so there is the Rune of Water done. And then this is the Rune of Earth. And I did already have a few Rune of Airs, so we can now actually do the Rune of Summer, I think. So let's try this. I think there's 2 of those. 1 Rune of Earth, 1 Rune of Air, and what was the other thing? Oh, Slime Ball, was it? Is that right? No, that's not right. Oh, Melon Slice as well. Okay, let's put it on there, and wait for that to charge, and then we'll have the Rune of Summer, and then we should be nearly there. So we've got the Rune of Water, done those. Rune of Summer, and then we just need these petals. So that's nice and easy. So once this is done, on to the last bit. Okay, so there is the Rune of Summer. And how many of those do we get? Oh, it's just a 1. Right. Okay, so now I do believe we have everything we need. So let's put some water in there. And what was it? So it's 1 black, 2 green, 2 lime. 1 black, 2 lime, 2 green. A Rune of Water. And the Rune of Summer. That's it. So now we just need a seed. And that should be it. Okay, there we go. And I can't pick it up. Right. You go it. And there it is. So there. This is the answer to all of our mana troubles. This is what we're going to need. So I'm just going to place this down, because all we need to do is place it on dirt or grass. And you can, as you can see from this working area, it will show us how big an area that it will kill the slimes in. So it's not massive. So we are going to need 4 for each chunk. So I need to do 8 of these, and it's quite a long process, as you just saw, but there is actually one further step, because I don't just want to use this one that we'll place on grass. What I want to do is use the floating version, and what that allows us to do is place it anywhere, but I believe it also lights up the area around it as well. So that's what we're going to try and do now. So let me clear my inventory out a bit, and we'll give this a go. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Right, so what we're trying to do is to craft the floating Narslimmus, and what we need for that is the Narslimmus that we've just crafted with any floating flower. Now, some of these are the functional flowers, but what we actually want is just the normal flowers like this. So these flowers, we've got tons of these. We then need to craft it with a piece of dirt and a pasture seed. So we'll do the pasture seed first, because that's doing a bit that's a little bit complicated. We just need to get the grass, put it into a mana pool, and we'll get the pasture seed. So that's nice and simple. So if we just bone meal this, take our shears, and remember we are going to need 8 of these. And is that all the grass I got from that? 4. Wow, that's rubbish. So let's just... No, not that one. Let's put it in there. So we now have 4 pasture seeds. So we just need 4 pieces of dirt and 4 flowers. We only need one at the moment, don't we? So let's, which one we've got loads of? Let's go with that. We might as well do the 4 while we're doing it. And I do have some dirt as well. Right, okay, let's do this. Okay, just like that. And the flowers. Doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? Oh, no, it has to be the glimmering. Right, I've missed a bit. I knew I'd missed a bit. Okay, so the glimmering flowers, we need to craft this with glowstone first. But we don't have any glowstone. But what we can do, because we've got the conversion catalyst under here, we can throw a redstone into it, and we should get glowstone back. Is that right? Yeah, so let's do all of that. Grab all that. Okay, so now you should be able to craft the glimmering lime flowers. Yeah. And then now we should be able to create the floating lime flower. And then from there, we can craft the floating Narslimmus. So there we go. That's what I wanted. So what I'm hoping is that this will actually light up the area. So if I just knock out these torches, you'll see that this is where mobs can spawn. So if I put this down, those lines go, which means that theory is correct. So if I grab this, I'll put the torches back, and then we can now actually go put this down there, and we should be good to go. So before we do that, we will grab a mana pool, and we'll get a mana spreader as well. Do I have any living wood? There we do. Right, okay. Mana spreader. Of course, I don't know how much we're going to get from this, but we might as well give it a try. Now, the challenge now is being able to get that on there without dying. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Okay, so my plan is just to wait here for a little bit, and hopefully they'll just jump off the edge. That'd be nice. Right, so some of these are interested, but yeah, there you go. Stupid slimes. Go, don't die. Right, it's looking pretty clear now. Just need to make sure there's none of those big ones, because they do pack a punch. I don't want to be thrown down the edge again. Go away. Right, that's a big one. Right, now I do need to space these out right, just to make sure that I cover the biggest area possible. So I think what I need to do is I need to leave a 2-block gap. And where is it? Just come here. Okay, I can't pick all the slime up. Or any of it, actually. Right, okay, so I need to leave a 2-block gap around the edge. And I think this will go another 2 blocks from there. So yeah, so that is about right. So, the way of transferring this, these mana spreaders are definitely not good enough. But as I already said, we've skipped the step of doing the elf trading. So I'm going to need to do that so we can get the upgraded version of this. But for now, we'll just go with this. And we'll have a mana spreader on each one. Go into a mana pool. So let's just put this, kind of just click that like that, yeah. And then we'll have a mana pool. Let's just put it right next to it, actually, because these, the closer this is, the quicker it'll go. So let's go like that into there. And that needs to link that to that. Right, that's linked now. So let's actually, we can actually give this a go now. So if we just step back a bit and get some slime spawning at that one, we should see them instantly die and get some mana in there. Yep, see that? We have mana. It's firing that into there. Right, I want to go see how much we got just from that one big one. That's not too shabby. I like that. Right, if I just stand here, they're all going to die as they come towards me. This is brilliant. This is actually quite a good way of doing it when you've only got one. Oh, look at this. This is brilliant. Right, and obviously we're going to have 8 of these flowers running all the time. And then this is just for one level as well. If we find that this isn't enough, we can then actually go up and build the standard layers that you would on any slime farm and have 8 flowers on each level, and that'll just be an absolutely crazy amount. So this is going well, I think. Look at all that mana already, and that's just from one flower. So I'm going to get the rest of these crafted now, which is a bit of a process, so I will do that off camera, and we'll get all this set up and see how it looks in the end. Okay, so that is all now done. As you can see, we have 8 of these flowers in, and 8 mana pools and 8 mana spreaders. So it's not the most efficient way of doing this, but you know what? It's working. And these mana pools are mainly full now. Most of them are full, and they all have been at one point, but I have been emptying them out as well. So I've been emptying them out with these mana tablets. I crafted another 5, so I've got 6 of these now, and all I've been doing is throwing them in here, filling them up. So each of these will take half a mana pool each, so you just throw 2 into a mana pool and it'll empty out. I've been using these to move them around. I've been filling up all of the things that I've got around my base that have been using mana. First up, we've got the mob farm. that is going absolutely crazy. I filled this up a few times because in here we've got the flower that kills the mobs and also the hopper hook as well. So this uses quite a lot in here. But as you can see, this is almost full. And yeah, this is going mad. I've had to upgrade the chest to a gold chest. So this is going absolutely mad. At the top, we have these 2 mana pools full. And as you can see, I've also taken down my old mana generation. So we're not going to be burning charcoal anymore and throwing that down here. No, we've got more than enough from those slimes. So I've got this one full, and also the one with the conversion catalyst underneath, that one's full as well. And then we're using this one to go into the runic altar. And then also, you'll see we have some diamond and emerald ore AP as well, because I did have my orchid here, and this was where I was being placing the stone to convert it. And I've been mining everything apart from anything precious, so anything I want to use fortune on, I've left, because I really want to get this enchanted and get fortune on there, but I haven't done that yet. So the orchid isn't there anymore, and that is because I had a really good idea. What you can do with those is also turn them into the floating one as well. So I did that, and I've placed it here next to my stone generator. So now, this is not generating stone. Well, it is. It's generating stone, but because the orchid's here, it instantly gets turned into an ore, and then it drops down just like the stone did. And now, we have an ore generator. So I've been using a lot of mana in here as well. I've filled this up a few times actually, and this is what we've got from it. So as you can see, we have 37 diamond ore. So I definitely need to get fortune on there. And an absolute ton of resources. This is going to be very, very handy. But you know what? This thing is really noisy because it's orchid. So I'm going to leave that off for the minute. Okay, so this slime farm is working well. And it's producing a ton of mana. And as I said, we do need to work on the distribution of the mana. We need to upgrade the mana spreaders and maybe get some sparks and a few other things. But we need to do the elven trading first. So that is definitely what we're going to do next time. But I just wanted to address something that is fairly obvious, and that is, even though we've got a very productive slime farm, we are not producing any slime. I'm not getting any slime out of this because it's all getting turned into mana. But that is alright, because there is another thing we can do with Botania, and that is with the conversion catalyst, we can turn slime into cactus. Well, how does that help? Well, because vanilla cactus farms, very, very easy. We can set something up that'll produce an absolute ton of cactus, and then we can bring the cactus back over here and turn it into slime. So all we need to do is set up a really basic vanilla cactus farm, and we will have all the slime we'll ever need. So that is something I'll do between episodes, because you must have seen vanilla cactus farms a million times, so I won't make you sit through that. But that is how we're actually going to get slime if we ever need it. Okay, so just to finish off, there's one more thing I want to do. Or maybe two actually. Let's see how this goes. So we're just going to grab some string. Let's do 4 stacks. That should do us. Okay, so what do I need string for? Well, what I actually want to do is craft the mana weave robes. So where are these? Okay, so it's these things. And what this does, if you wear a whole set, it actually decreases your usage of mana. Now, I know it's a bit silly to craft these now. And now I've just basically got myself infinite mana. This probably won't be as handy, but you know what, they look cool, so we're going to do it anyway. So what we need to make these is mana weave cloth. So what we need is mana infused string, and it's 4 for each piece. So to get this mana infused string, we just put this into a mana pool. So I haven't actually worked out how much I need. So let's just do a stack. See what that gets us. What happened there? Oh, I must have picked up the string. Right, go in there. Okay, so do we have a stack? Right. Okay, so let's turn that into the mana weave cloth. That's definitely not enough, is it? So let's do basics. Let's do boots, helmet. And then that can do is that. So now we just need the top. So we need 8 for that. So we need another half stack of the string. So let's just stick that in there. Get out of the way. No, I'll pick this one out, don't I? Alright, that's that. So that's 8 of those. And if we just put that in there. Right, we have a whole set. Okay, so we can take all this off. And if we put all this on, well, my boots as well. There we go. I am now a magician. So when I'm using these rods, it'll reduce the amount of mana it uses by 35%, which is great, because I'm going to be using this Rod of the Lands quite a lot, producing a lot of grass. It's definitely going to make a difference. Even though, as I said, I've got an absolute ton of mana now. Definitely worth using this, I think. Okay, and speaking of rods, there is one more that I want to craft. I really want to try this. I've never used it before, so let's see if we can do it. What I want is, what's it called again? Rod of the Skies, I think it is. Yeah, this one. So I think I've got everything I need for this. So I've got feather, living wood twig, and rune of air. Should be able to do that. Okay, run of air, feather, and where's the twigs? 2 living wood. We'll make a living wood twig. Then I just get... No, that's not a feather, that's a petal. Come on. That's a feather. Right, let's try that. Okay. Right, what this does, remember I'm using 35% less, but I actually think this will... Right, let's just show you what it does first. Okay, let's try and do it up here. Right, so I think I just right click it, and there we go. I go flying crazily high into the sky, and I don't think I take any damage. Yeah, that's it. So that's what that does. And as I was about to say, I think this actually goes higher when you're wearing this. So you saw how higher I went then, and I was thinking I might be able to jump from down there. Now, I'm going to need to chop this tree down now, because if I just drop down there, I'm going to take fall damage. So let me do that, and then we can go test it from the bottom. Okay, we're down. And it's so nice to be able to chop down the tree and not have to burn it all. I can actually use the wood for something. That's brilliant. Right, let's get down there and see how well this works. Okay, so right at the bottom. I don't know how well this is going to go. Let's give it a try. Hey, that's pretty far, isn't it? Right. So actually, I could do it from down here and catch myself in that water. Ow. Didn't mean to do that. Right, let's try it from here. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's definitely going to be faster. I'll probably have to set some platforms up, actually, where I can, like, catch myself on it. But, unfortunately, I am going to have to leave it there. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.